Okay, it's time. There we go. Okie dokie. Should be a real fun time today. I actually really did like playing this yesterday. Continue. We didn't do much, though. I think I need to change something real quick. It has to do with my new audio setup. Lower this down just a smidge. I think that's good. I think that's a good level. Yeah. 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 Okay. So, stranger in a strange land. So I have to deliver the message to the person and then go divert the power, right? Right. Okay. Also, I need to think maybe change the volume in my headset. That way, we're going the other way, friend. Yeah. I would also rather run around with a sniper rifle so I have a range and I could see things as opposed to the handgun and the assault rifle. Though I do think I have a shotgun now. Yeah. I probably want to swap up that a little bit. It's typically how it goes in most games that I play. Pistol, then shotgun, then auto, then sniper. Let's see. Also, I think I want to do this. Raise that up a little bit. There we go. I do believe I took care of most people around here. Anything left to loot, or did I get it all yesterday? I think I got it all yesterday. Unless this is a different area. Yeah, it's all looted. Don't come back here. Oh yeah, this is where I found the medical supplies. So yeah, this is... model spaceship, explosives. Let's go inside that place that we already finished. Those are landmines. Get away from there. Okay. Huh? Nothing's ever in the top one, is there? Keep picking up all of these, like, drinks. Nothing happened out here. Nothing that concerns me just yet.
Move along,
That's
stranger.
Romero.
We don't want any trouble.
Let's talk.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Actually, I'm looking for this
Answers,
person.
huh? You must be one of those philosophicals.
Oh, hey, Cry.
Already got ourselves one of those.
Looking for... Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just
Also,
fine
let me
by
know if the
ourselves.
volume levels
If
are
you're gonna
good
start
today or if
wandering
they're
around my
different.
camp,
Something sounds off
know that I
because
got my sights
new
on
mic.
you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Tending crop.
Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Sure.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet.
Guess that was a bit
I'm
of a humble
sorry.
brag, wasn't it?
That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago.
Up, here we
Just
go.
up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Can we find her?
Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder Camp. Is she alright?
Yeah, I ditched the Go XLR. And got a USB mic. And it was just literally plug it in. Good to go. No fiddling around with audio drivers or software. Yeah.
Queen of the Marauders, huh? That's what comes of watching serials. Rots your
It's your
grave.
gray.
If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged.
Yup.
And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Hey, Frank.
I'll tell you what I can. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
Playing this, I kind of want to play, like, Skyrim. So, I might just undo... Not undo, but, like, is that the right one? Kindred Spirits? Yeah, convince Zoe to return. I gotta go talk to that dude. Oh, hey, people.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
I want to get accused of stealing. But yeah, these like long games, long grindy kind of games, or at least these RPG style games. I forgot how much I like these. So, I might get back into that.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too.
Canid,
Something I
canid,
can help you
canid.
with?
What are you
Fresh off the
selling?
limb, and that includes canid meat.
What's the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate? Okay. 2% discount. Let's go. What's my junk? RPGs are a good time. Do I need any of this extra stuff? Lockpick +5. I might need that. See something here. Loot. LMG, grenade launcher. I think I have one of everything right now. Yeah. That just looks interesting. It said tech skills, right? Why don't I put that in junk? Okay.
Something I can help
Let's
you
talk again.
with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
But if I did play Skyrim, I'd probably try to mod the crap out of it, just for, like, appearances.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found.
Oh, no, no, no. I would definitely, like, research the mods I get. I'm not just gonna be like, you know, install, and then, like, somewhere down the line, I just scream Fuz Rodan, a bunch of boobs fall down from the sky.
The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
That is a long game to play and stream.
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested? Zoe's living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, it could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
I don't want your book.
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words collector's edition. Here you go, latest copy of the Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
And never go back.
I'll help if I can.
I got the book.
Can't say I recall Zoe
go.
ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time.
Is there something else in the dial entry? No. Okay. So now I gotta go get Zoe. Found success streaming those massive long JRPGs. I wouldn't. True. JRPGs, though, are definitely not my style. Like, I've played enough of those to know, no thanks. The only one that actually I kind of dug for a while was one of the Disgaias for PlayStation 2. That and God of War were what was on rotation at my band's practice space for the longest time. Landmines, get out of here. That actually hurt me? Yeah, I was too close, wasn't I?
Easy.
She was.
What I wouldn't do for
Hey.
a Wentworth. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. So, you tracked me down just to gab about the Masked Marketeer?
Yeah.
I am impressed. I see what's going on here. I'm being bribed.
Yeah.
Well, it's working. I can't say no to my favorite cereal. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got
go.
that to look forward to.
Yeah, I was saying that yesterday. Like, the way the game looks is fantastic. It reminds me of... It looks like some other games probably took direction from this game, because this game came out before the cycle, I believe. Just this part here. The faces and everything of people, like, they all fit the same... Like, they look off, but they all look off with a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just short of Uncanny Valley. But, like, in an okay way. So. Boom, boom, boom. Did I pass where I had to go? Yeah.
What is it?
I've talked to them.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know
Yeah.
a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me.
Ooh.
Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Give me those.
Let me know if I can do
credits.
something for you.
Okay, so now it's talk to Adelaide. I really want to steal stuff from this place. Hey,
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
backpack. No, I'm gonna leave that be.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
That one there, that's Thomas?
If you're hungry,
Artists and
there's
whatnot.
meat
I
turning on
suppose
the
I'll
spit
probably do a
outside.
similar art style,
If you're
perhaps a
bearing
bit more
illness, find a
stylist.
place
Yeah.
to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I've been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all.
Yeah, hair is always going to
Life
look weird
is
in
the
games, I
gift of the
feel.
universe, and the
Unless you
universe
take some
yields
real,
its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Artistic liberties.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
Their own poop.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Okay.
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's
Yeah.
hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Yeah, games not so much.
Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
It's one of those
Think about
moments.
it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your
It
own land.
does seem kind of silly, that town.
Laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Guess I never come back. Give me all your bits. Nothing. Personnel files? Oh. Silent Spring. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational. Mostly the soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of salt tuna lingering on my tongue day in, day out. I want something fresh, something that grows out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater, ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious, must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple of weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. So basically, it's like space scurvy, this plague. I'm hereby repurposing this botanical lab from its original conception as a gear in the soulless automation of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all Spacer's Choice products, it's cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own 2 hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturalists failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. Flora are thriving, are living things, as sensitive to the environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region fail because corporate scientists tend to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of the sterile and inhumane power. Soil is sour, it's true. I don't quite know how to explain that. I'm sure the scientists will say something about biology or the carbon cycle. Secret to a rich and love, attention, compassion, and natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials. So it's not. Doesn't seem like it's anything fishy. Hold on, I want to see something. Settings. Was it's off. It does. When they kept saying Spacer's Choice, I'm like, I was confused a bit. Around, okay. Mag pistol. 21 level 2. 180 level 9. Okay, with this gun. Of course! There's no way around that way. Ransacked this storage depot. Fine now. What's around? Just leaving their monies everywhere. Money there. Toilet, sink. Okay. I don't remember seeing this when I showed up before. Wait a minute, are we going to the geothermal master control, or are we going to go to... Oh, you have to go to the geothermal place and go to the lab. Go back where? I don't know why I didn't see that before. Unless you're talking about like, the special fertilizer being like the plague people. From her journal entry, it sounded like she gave him some greens, some food, and he was okay. I gotta go into here. Where the robots are. They do attack. They are very not... Yeah. Gotta sneak around. Go this way. Oh, that's another. I'm trying to do it sneakily. Or hit that one to go back that way. Oh, oh, that one's going this way.
Processing. Performing an area switch.
We got this!
Why would you do that, lady? That's my friend. We were all fine until you screamed, let's do this. Pretty sure we didn't have to engage in this fight. She's bloodthirsty. Fight's over. She got back up. Man. We didn't have to do any of that, probably. Shotgun's not that great. Also probably super low level. Okay, so we have to go to there.
The control room should be off to the right.
You... Science.
Right.
Let's see. Assault level is level 5. Yeah, shotguns in most games sometimes leave something to be desired. I don't like melee weapons. That's good, that's good. Got a whole lot of this stuff here. Medical. How does one use this stuff in the other wheel? General's fine, and then quests. How is that a quest? Overpowered, otherwise you're better off with something right apart. Yeah,
Hope we're
usually.
doing the right thing.
I know where I have to go. I just want to explore everything there is. Don't want to do...
Unexpect searching for
Here
another.
they come! That's one! Nice one!
Pistol's not bad.
Hey, that's impressive.
Stimulation. Authorization passcode required. There we go. Personal files. Chester Higgins again, that Hall head. Found him fiddling around with one of the mechanicals, so I had to write him up for tampering with company property, just in case I'm reading this in a couple of days from now and feeling bad for what I've done. Let me just remind myself that I've warned him before. He's always a little crooked in the skull. Logic module, I confiscated it. Should be in my lockaway room for the foreseeable future. Okay. Doesn't sit right with me. Company's been replacing guards with auto mechanicals. At this rate, I'm going to end up chief of security with no staff. This is just a small army of mechanicals knocking about, guns pointed every which way. Programmed to treat us humans like their own. People are liable to break down, but an auto mechanical never will. Starting to question the old powers that be. Worse has happened. Mechanical's gone crazy. Locked myself down here just trying to gather my courage. Gonna make a mad dash for the control room. Might be able to shut things down. We'll delete the sentry if I ever return. I guess you didn't. Greetings, Tanaka. This is an automated message initiated by Spacer's Choice Worker Safety Contingency Protocols. A security lockdown has been initiated. This is not a test. Your behavior during this lockdown will be reviewed during... Oh. Anxiety is a common side effect of life-threatening situations engendered by security lockdowns. Fight back against anxiety with an ice cold bottle of Zero G Brew. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Jeez. Yup. the revolution. So that opened up that door. Let me just search the lockers. Adreno could use that. No. Okay. Got him. He's way too energetic to be murdering these robots. Energy container. It's the second time I've gotten that. Everything is either an advertisement or a plan for control or both. Yeah. I mean, they really got the whole 1984 Big Brother is watching you kind of vibe down. I do feel like my pistol does more damage than the heavy assault rifle. What did I just do? Exactly, Cry. Exactly. So, is this rerouting the power to... Hacking too low? Oh. Chester's passcode. I don't have Chester's passcode, do I? Nope. Thought there would be an option for me to choose where I'm diverting the power. Routing power to be able to reroute power. Okay. Copy of Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need to... Okay. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals. Every century and drone. It's not my place to say so, but does run contrary to the Spacer's choice mission of being as cheap as possible. Because being audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of this. Just in case this is being watched, I am not a dissenter. Finished routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to their logic modules. I haven't had time to run a diagnostic, so I don't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. Company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guessing this was the work of those. Okay. Hey, Hen. How you doing, buddy? So... Bug? Why is it... Okay, there we go. That was weird. How is the game? Game's good so far. I'm digging it.
You're not real. You're not real.
Guy seems like he's having a tough go of it, huh? Gotta get down there.
Go away, Phantom.
I will kill you if you make me feel like my life is in danger, Chester.
No, just leave me alone.
No. Where'd you go? I guess this is what he refers to as the pit, huh? Hey.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot. Scram.
Scram, kid, scram. I wasn't trying to startle you. Most people don't see me coming.
Most people? But I'm the only one left. No. Remember your first rule, Higgins. No arguing with the Phantoms. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Clearly, I mistook you for one of the phantoms of my imagination.
Telling hallucinations to go away. Yeah. Same thing like when you're in a dream.
Chester
Pinch yourself.
D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
That's a red flag right there.
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Oh. And what is it you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Schizophrenia using their phone camera to check if something's real or not. Taking a picture and looking at it. That's actually pretty good idea, I guess. I could deal with mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I? Or...
You know,
yeah,
you remind me of myself.
We're being a nice person.
I discovered
maybe if I replay this again, I'll go like a little bit more like a dick.
There's no
like being a little bit
but you could rewrite
brutish,
your targeting protocol so they attack each other
sarcastic.
Instead.
Well, the behavior of the logic module, someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
The first run of a game, I always play kind of like
terminal in the other room. It should
neutral
have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Passcode.
The tail.
What else can we do?
Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Having them all mad at you? Wow. How have you been surviving all this time?
Jimmy'd open the vending machines.
There were 2 DLCs it looked like too,
I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
Maybe once that happens.
Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
But that's a good thing, right? Oh man, I missed out on when everybody got slaughtered. Poor little Higgins. Read a game you want to tell me about? Oh man. I bet you it was Wayfinder. I have Chester's credentials, which I think I needed for the computer up here. Yeah. Modify behavior. Guard mode, target intruders? No. Our automatic facility have been mandated to remain in guard mode. Any attempt to alter this is punishable by company law. Your infraction is noted. Uh-oh. Higgins is screwed. No, I know. I was just joking, Cry. Someone with schizophrenia is a good way to cope with it. Difference of... yeah, it's probably right. What works for one doesn't necessarily work for everybody. Redefine intruder as persons or entities not identified as property of space intruders. Would you like to modify the definition? Yeah. There we go. Reprogram the automechanicals. So now they're going to fight each other. I like it. See, moments like this and the way this is playing, it kind of has me like excited to one day eventually start playing Cyberpunk. But at the same time, that is a investment and a half of time, I believe, because there are so many ways you can go through and play things. Alright, so what's the best way to go? I think probably this way? Question mark? Idle camera. Weird. There is a map. Well, what do you know? Floor 6. Do I replay a lot of games? Only ones that, like, have some kind of, like, I don't like feeling like it's a chore to replay a game. So some games, yeah, I will replay a couple of times, or I'll try to like 100% some stuff or find all the unlockable things. Most games, though, unless it's like something that really wins me over, no. This game, however, maybe. Or, like, in the case of, like, Valheim, I have to step away from it for a bit in order to kind of, like, reset my brain so it doesn't feel like I just did all this. Why am I doing all of this again? Bard. Yeah, sometimes it does, especially the games that I've started to like and play, which are like the grindy, kind of takes a long time to get to a point when you're the overpowered, awesome build of a person. Other computer. Messages. From Spacer's Choice. This letter shows an informal notification of our company's displeasure towards your management of the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. For reasons related to exceeding your staff budget in your latest quarterly report, please select 5 subordinates to be dismissed immediately. Additionally, please contact our office to schedule your official reprimand at your earliest convenience. Failure to schedule... Oh. Failure to schedule your reprimand will result in a reprimand. Valheim is like Minecraft, though? No, Minecraft... Well, I don't know, because I only know Minecraft from from alpha stages. So I can't really give you yes or no on that. Yeah, it does have the building of your base, but your base serves a purpose more than just aesthetics and stuff. There's more exploration and boss fights and resource gathering than there is in Minecraft. It's like if Minecraft had a full-blown campaign, I guess. Yes, sort of. I hope this letter finds you wealthy. After due consideration of your last letter, I've identified and terminated no fewer than 5 subordinates who are able to provide sufficient justification for their ongoing employment. I would like to remind the Oversight Committee that while most of the Emerald Vale has failed to meet its production and outpost quotas, the Emerald Vale geothermal plant remains committed to providing cheap, cost-efficient power to the entire region. Yeah, the Valheim has now 6 zones, each with their own boss, and very perilous, precarious situations you could find yourself in. We investigated the claims made against the profitability of the greater Emerald Vale region. Our offices agree with you. Agriculture, fishing, canning have experienced a steady decline, while the geothermal plant remains somewhat profitable. Currently investigating ways to implement additional cost-saving measures, which will ultimately lead to a leaner, more streamlined, more efficient geothermal power plant. Please be informed that Spacer's Choice Development and Oversight Committee Oversight Office have taken a significant insurance policy against the Emerald Grove. The office would like to assure you that this policy is standard procedure. Do not attempt to interpret. Understand? Yeah, we're going to destroy everything to make a lot of money off of it. We deployed a proprietary team of engineering specialists to the Emerald Vale Geothermal plant. This team of specialists has been instructed to refit and upgrade the plant's population of auto mechanicals free of charge. Yeah, so they're getting ready to liquidate the assets, i.e. you. Container. Life gives you lemons. Consider it a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Joy. Plant status. 22% efficiency. Distributed to Edgewater, Saltuna, Botanical Laboratory. Hit of moderate to severe structural damage. Irreversible procedure. Okay. One over here, I guess, right? Routing switch. But I've also thought about maybe jumping into Minecraft, no, like, for real, because the amount of stuff that I'm hooked on Minecraft dungeons, so I'm like, why not just jump into the ecosystem that is known as Minecraft? Because I'm definitely going to be playing Legends when it drops. It's like a Pikmin battle sim.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
So, how does one mine the steam? I don't know about a server. I was saying Minecraft, my friend. I don't know the first thing about running servers. Whoa! Plus, I would run the Java version over the Microsoft version. Also would like to find mods that work well and make the game look... It would be more aesthetic stuff, because it's the look of Minecraft that sometimes gets to me a little bit. And I know that there's some beautiful mods out there. Some of them are like, you gotta pay for it, though. Which, I guess, if they took that much work and effort, then yeah, it would make sense to pay for it. But I'd like to try it before I buy it. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Picking up everything as it comes along. What's this? A workbench. Upgrade weapons. Oh, oh! Let's tinker. Oh. So I could repair all the things, right? Air. Optifine. I think I've heard of that. Modify. Oh. The weapons magazine carries. Cool. Current site? No, I still have the same thing. So, this is where the game starts to get a little bit interesting, huh? Pistol. We're gonna leave the workbench stuff alone for now. I don't know much about it. Oh, I could have just gone that way the whole time. That's what you're telling me. So we're gonna go up here. Is there a way up there through here? No, right? Maybe. Yes.
Processing.
Don't mess with us. Down they go!
I would love it, actually, if there was some kind of mod for Valheim that made it more MMO-like, because that game does support multiplayer now. And it does it fairly well from what I can tell, but the problem is it's a world with finite resources. Like, you could replant trees and stuff, but when it comes to, like, mining metals, like copper and tin and all that stuff has a finite number of, locations. Granted, the world is huge. Still, it'd be kind of cool if they could have, like, respawns or change the way that kind of functions in a mod. To go to... repair benches. This. A vendor. Okay. So top floor again.
Once we do this, there's no going... Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all.
Oh, here we go.
I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working
So why wouldn't you
folk
want
just
me to
living their lives the only way
send
they
it
know
over
how.
to them?
They don't deserve to be punished.
I don't know. It's another game I never played. It's in my list of recently boughts. So I'll probably end up playing that one too soon. Reed tells me Edgewater is going to die without workers in power. The deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they've built.
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Ooh. Can you romance in this game? Who do I cut the power off from now? Direct power to Edgewater or to the botanicals? Well, if that's true, that this lady wants to just see the town suffer, that's no good. This girl here who just whispered into my ear could be suffering from like Stockholm syndrome and doesn't realize that she's in the worst situation, is trying to fight for it. What should I do? 1 for Edgewater, 2 for Botanical Laboratory. Because those are literally the buttons I have to push. Right, I think. I'm all for screwing over that town. Giving it to the Vicar Max said to save the town. But they're both possibly. You know, you're right, probably. Directed to Edgewater. Who are the deserters over? Yeah, that's what I was gonna see and do. If there was a third option to just say, like, you know, kill all the power, just give me what I need to get out of here. Purge. 2 files available. I had to borrow a copy of Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. Radio's been sprouting. I need the reference. Chaos everywhere. Mechanical's gone haywire. Gunfire. Hearing screams. Thank you, proud member. Oh. It seemed like good times were had there. Oh, that's true too. The special fertilizer, Soylent Green, is people. So yeah, you're probably right that it's something weird and like not good. See? Glad I have you guys there. Talking me out of making a serious mistake. Trying to get up here so I could hop over. Stuck. Say she was stuck there. But she made it over. And if you haven't watched that movie by now, is it really my fault if you haven't watched a movie? When did that movie even come out?
I could do that.
It's a lot of stuff in that one. Glad I picked it. Question: Skyrim, doesn't that game technically not have an end because they put in some dynamic mission generation stuff? It's definitely an old movie. There was one time in high school that me and my friend got assigned a project, or was it? It was the same class that I'm thinking of, but it was basically come up with your own version of a society. And explain. Oh yeah, that's all the power's gone. And explain, like, you know, how. Oh, this is tough. Long story short, I took a lot of inspiration from Soylent Green.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes
Brock?
of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell
Doing
me,
okay.
why did you do it?
About to probably have a fight right now with this lady. Power regulator. Reed needs his people back? Yeah.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater.
Pop.
This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick.
Ah.
We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him.
Now
So
it's
I
starting to
buried
make
my boy
sense.
in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Always more to a story.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth.
Though she's true.
The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Yep.
Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
I'm glad we chose to put it back to Edgewater.
You think you're tough waving that thing around?
Here we go! Wow, not even a scratch! Down they go!
I didn't know you could do that. I didn't want to do that. Let's save Scum. Hold on. This. I didn't want to kill her. Save scumming. Let's go. Okay, so that's all done.
Look at that. The snakes come back.
Wait, what? I did. Billy Longbottom, well, Red Dead was William Longbottom. This one's Billy Longbottom. His great grandson of the future is now living the Wild West of space. Yeah, saved after the convo, so I don't have to run through it again. But because killing her stops the deserters from returning. Oh yeah, where is full name? Billiam, exactly. Power regulator retrieved, so now I can get out of here. Let's talk to you.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead.
Mine, actually.
Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
Yes.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
That.
Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Give you a couple pointers. You're lucky your camp's full of idiots.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself.
Anytime I could get
You
XP
ever
for
heard
doing
of the
some
Young
kind of...
Spacer's Guide to Mechanical
Oh.
Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my
I was
hands on
just
one of
at the
those
place
data
that
pads,
had all
I
that.
could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Okay, so I just unlocked a side quest.
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
It's in the geothermal plant.
Would you?
Because that
I'd
one
be
dude,
grateful.
what's his face? Higgins had it.
I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to read and make a real case for myself.
Go.
What's on your mind?
What can we talk to you about?
Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Well, not until the power went and cut out. Now everyone's giving me sidelong looks, expecting me to work some miracle and get the generator humming again.
Oops.
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way.
Okay.
I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery
doing
for
out
one
there?
reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took
I mean,
me
I
in, I've been
was
on
the
my
most
feet ever
incompetent
since.
thing in the world.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... oh, this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Anymore. Not anymore. I gotta get him his books to go back. You're the ranger now.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe.
Oh,
but
I just had that person
appreciate
come
it.
back to this camp to just turn it all off.
The matter's been weighing on me. Zoe came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in? I don't see us lasting more than a couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it. We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again.
Why not?
Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to
I wonder if you could do a
Edgewater,
run of this game where
she's
you just
gonna feel
kill
betrayed.
everything, and what happens with the story.
You better be sure about this. We go back to Edgewater without Adelaide, she's never coming back. Yeah, you're right. And I suspect Reed's learned his lesson by now. Might even be willing to talk terms with us. Hey, Thomas, gather up your personals and we'll go talk to Reed together.
This is all happening
I didn't
so
even have to talk
fast.
to the third person.
Give me a little time to give this place a proper goodbye, yeah? If you find any more of those manuals, I'll be in Edgewater.
If you see Reed, let him know we're coming back.
Deserting the deserters. Alright. Where were those other... Yeah, let's try this. The last one I'm gonna go for is the one that's in Edgewater, obviously. I just want to play a game that is either first or third person, exploration, kind of this, side quests, but I don't want it to feel like a goddamn chore. Speaking of games that are goddamn chores, I have literally zero desire anymore to log into Overwatch and even do my dailies. Period. I came to that realization today. It's like I don't want to be doing this. It's just not fun, and that's sad. Right up top there. How does one get to the top? There's stairs here. Yes. Yes. Done. That was the community center one. Now we have to go to the geothermal plant again. What happened? It was just, I don't know. I was playing it yesterday. And I'm like, I don't want to be doing this. Yeah, like the idea of the loot boxes and being able to get everything was fun. Like not having to pay more monies for it was fun. And then they have that new event coming out where it's kind of like a, I don't know if it's a battle royal that they've basically made. But the pantheon of the gods, and there's some cool bones that they're laying down there where I think it was the player, the hero that wins the most is going to get a statue of them installed in Ilios, which is kind of cool, but also once you realize that there's an overpowered hero, it's going to be a giant hog statue in Ilios coming up, themed after his god skin, the Cyclops. So, it's just, I don't know. It's cool, the steps that they're taking. I don't think I'll really be serious about that game again until the PvE comes out. I think I'm just starting to become more of a PvE player, like a campaign player, or like a cooperative multiplayer player. You know what I mean? This is where Higgins was. Oh, hey Higgins. I just took your book.
What's eating you?
Nothing. I am the one who eats. So we have 2 of them now. And then the third one is in Edgewater, which is where they're all going to meet me anyway, so we go back to the town now. Yeah. Cannery of Edgewater is where they're all going to be. So that's where the third book is. Yeah, if this is what Fallout is like, I probably would enjoy Fallout. Chop the air. Yeah, there was a behemoth near this water place. Down we go. Sounds like footsteps, but that could be... Yeah, her. Okay. Oh, I never noticed the rings. Battle passes are cosmetic shops in the right games, but Overwatch... Yeah. It does. And also from what I've noticed is even if you don't have the battle pass, I'm waiting to see what happens now because I have my alt accounts. I'm waiting to see what happens with, I guess, the next season. Since I didn't buy Season 2 on any of my alts. So once Season 3 comes up, will I be able to play competitive at all on those? And if the answer is yes, I don't want to play Overwatch. Way down there? Because if you could queue up for competitive and not have every hero available, that is some weird game design. Oh, so it's actually up a level? So it's in here. I have to go and try to find my way around. I think I was able to queue up for competitive. I didn't do it, but I saw I was able to queue up for it. Not having gotten to level 55 yet. Winger Hardwork. Owing to your hard work and positive attitude, I have sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of Spacer's Choice family who fell ill in this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not, under any circumstance, distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. We're all in this together. Theodore buried last night. Reed asked me to not report his death to our quarterly. Sounds fair to me. He was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges. Just, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean, the option for tank was there. Which is a big red flag. I have all three now. Symptoms of infection have now reached critical mass. I have instructed our staff to transform the old domicile into a sick house. Plague is a reality of life on the frontier, and as spacers we're expected to face up to reality. And the reality is that we do not carry enough medicine to treat all of you. Medical treatment is a privilege, not a right. We must strive every day to demonstrate our worthiness of that privilege. If you find yourself suffering the symptoms of incipient plague, the best thing you can do for yourself and your family is to don your jumpers and come back to work. If you're sick with plague, come back to work. Yeah, it's a really terrible way to do things, I feel. So now this is done. I have all three copies of the engineering book that this guy wanted. Get out of here, though. Is this a... Oh! Look at that. A much easier way around there. I thought you said... Wait, and hold on. Turn to read first. Why doesn't it have... Mantisaur. That's going to be a fun one to come across. I also kind of can't, like, low-key can't wait for, Starfield. I feel like that's going to be the game, like, that this, hopefully this, is, like, prepping me for. But, like, this and No Man's Sky.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I...
Yeah, I heard that. That has me kind of excited. Well, they said first half. I think they said first half of 2023. So that's anywhere between now and June.
That's good enough for me. Adelaide and I have a history.
I kept up with all of them. I think I missed like 2 the entire time. I got Death Stranding.
I am authorizing you for a discount on all official Spacer's Choice products, courtesy of the people of Edgewater.
I think this was the better way to go.
By all means. I do. Grace Romero, wasn't it? Brusque, truculent, never seemed to care much for cannery work. Protecting a camp from marauders is no small task. I'll see to fitting her out in a guard's uniform. This whole fiasco is not one I am keen on repeating. I was too hard on my own workers. I pushed them to their breaking point. With more hands at the cannery,
Hey, Sari.
I expect productivity will rise.
Their mouth movement to match the words coming out of their mouths. That just rips you out.
I expect corporate to send us some more medicine.
It's their engine that they use. It's not made for the minutia or the fine details of talking. It's made for everything else. But like that's always been a complaint in a Bethesda game, that it just looks terrible when they talk. I picked the perfect place to have this happen. Dun, dun. Alright, so we're going to go more with ranged dialogue. So now my lie works. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Steal from human beings while sneaking. More money in containers. Cool, cool, cool. Engineering's already at 52 for my bonuses. As a kid watching movies in Spanish, if I put 4 into here, that determination gets done. Not bad. I wish it told me. Oh, what games are out? I've never done the Prime. Oh, I've done some of the Prime games, but whatever goes through that Twitch thing, I kind of stay away from a little bit. There we go. Apply. Current XP, okay. I did that Lego Journey game. It's kind of cool from Epic, but it's also very long. Like, it's a bunch of, like, small crafted little puzzles, but the story is kind of, like, weird and long. So it was nice to play to veg out with. Alright, I'm gonna do one thing real quick. I need to open up a window. It's getting warm up in here. So I will be right back. Hopefully this works. Oh, it does that. That's kind of cool. Alright, we're back. Even within 2, Breath Edge. I think I have Breath Edge. Give me 1 second. I'll double check on Steam right now. Yeah, I have it and it's installed. So it's one of the 20 or so games I have installed right now that I'm planning on playing through. Lawn mowing simulator. Dude, I'm neck deep in Power Wash Simulator. That and Minecraft Legend, the Minecraft dungeons are my go-to just to, like, relax. Although now I'm in Apocalypse mode in Minecraft dungeons, and I've bought all the DLC, so it is no longer a relaxing game. But the grind is real on that. It's fun. I like survival crafting games, and I like Diablo looters.
We got this. Look at us.
A knee! That man's exploded for no reason. I hate that it put me there, because now I have to go all the way back there. Shotgunned. All of that I have to redo because I didn't give this guy his books. Be there in about a minute. Times like this, I wish I could do the No Man's Sky rocket jump and melee combo. Okay, this was a bad idea. Pistol is so much better than everything else in my arsenal.
That's the last of them.
is stupid. Primal brain. Primal hide. Let's go. Tech skills.
This'll be quick. Too strong. Hit it with something else.
Okay. Shotgun's pretty good for these guys. I was just coming over here to inspect this marauder. But yeah, shotgun's good on those primals. Learned that just now. Nice. Yeah, I have to basically let them get right up on me. So I'm going to change the order of my guns then. That's for very specific scenarios. Pistol, assault rifle, sniper rifle, and shotgun on the far right. Pneumatic piston seems like it would just be a rare, just to sell. Not a rare thing, but just something to sell. Look at all you guys out here just dead and stuff. I don't know what this is, but it's
Here we go.
not dead.
That's the last of them.
Harder they fall? Killed a mega creature? What's a mega creature? I guess that would be you. What are you doing with a plasma rifle on your body? Very peculiar. Yeah, those dogs must have got to those guys. Those canids. 123. The best way I think was going through that right there, right? Yeah. All this to deliver some guy's books. Or just books to some guy. Hey, Thomas, take your books.
This was a night. No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Space Death Stranding? Yeah.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Funny.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself.
Yup.
2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
But
Don't
wait,
keep me
there's
in
more.
suspense. The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
Maybe don't go that
aside
far.
from you, Miss Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Deserters are now revering? I have some kind of mod now? Clap along dude? Who's the clap along dude? Stuns and damages melee attackers. Oh. I have no idea. Alright, now we go to my ship. All this just to get a lousy power regulator. Yeah. That counted as an enemy. That's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'am. And would you like another's? I don't know why I'm writing this down for prosperity's sake, because I've always hated the cannery, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back at this journal. Look back to the journal many years hence and tell myself, oh, wow, I did hate once, didn't I? Just because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much Adrenal time. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to a personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of Adrenal time and suddenly you're committing larceny. Oh. Oh, happy, okay. I mean, yeah, his look kinda does remind me of that. Ain't nobody gonna need this stuff here no more, right? I mean, I could just...
Eat for me.
Eat for me? Yeah, let's just steal meat. And this stuff. That stuff could just stay. I like how this, what's her name? Parvati is kind of like going along with all of my schemes. Although she is a little bloodlusty. The old unreliable. Ooh, another camp. Pathology log. Hunting behavior of feral canids. My name is Kane Van Acker. I'm a Space's Choice ethologist specializing in the fauna of Terra 2. Currently, I am studying the hunting behavior of feral canids. I managed to find a nice hiding spot behind a rather large pack of canids. This is the largest pack of feral canids I've ever seen in the Vale. In a sufficiently large pack, canids will hunt just about anything. This pack could probably take down a small group of primals if given the chance. Smaller packs tend to give a wide berth to the animals roaming this region. Sprats and terror rays, however, are fair game even for a lone canid. They may not have encountered primals, but this pack of canids made quick work of a marauder camp they found. I'm afraid we have to move on before I start this. Okay, so this is basically telling me about that marauder camp where everybody was dead and those canids were like hanging out around. But you're also dead, assistant. You could change her aggression? How do we change you to stop being so goddamn
I think
angry?
you did the rightest thing you could, sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they didn't care much for me. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. He never told me a word to that effect. And since he didn't, I didn't have to say nothing about feeling different. And nothing had to get weird.
Oh. She don't like Thomas. Parvati. Ah. defensive. Yay! I did not know that was a thing. Thank you, Frank. I would have just gone on playing this game with her being super aggressive. Pew, pew, pew. This really makes me want to, like, jump back in and try the cycle out again. I've been watching some, like, Escape from Tarkov streams. That's a game that I would like to play, but also not like to play. That's more of a game I like to watch. And this is where we got the finger from that dude. Hey, I need XP. Oh, you're all back, are you? Flankers, man. That alone. It's... Well, when I played it, I had no idea about anything going on in that game. So I did everything completely wrong. But they do, like, resets and wipes and stuff. So whatever I did do is, I think, gone now. But basically, you are dropped in a zone where there's other NPCs or like scav players where you get penalized if you attack them. Come on. One shot. Let's go. And the point of the game is to like raid areas for like supplies to upgrade your stuff back at the I guess at your base. But it's not really a base, it's just like your area, your storage area. But you can do PvP mode, like you go around and you kill other players for their loot, you or just run around going like it's hard to explain. It's an extraction game. Looter extraction game.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she
The
is
cycle I
just so
felt
handsome.
was
Does she have a name yet? What's her
a
driver?
less hardcore version of that game.
Let me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. I worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship clean.
She was never...
And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
Yeah, you're coming with.
What do you think? I know. Mr. Thompson said I was to chaperone you about the Veil. Loan me out to you like I was Spacer's choice property. Well, they may think I am, but I'm not. Yeah, Mr. Thompson's got a temper. But I'm more scared of missing out than I am of him. I don't want to lose my one chance at seeing the stars.
Sure.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Do you? I mean, that'd be kind of cruel and terrible to just murder your crewmate. So, what's his name's here? Yeah.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Got the vicar. Alright, first, let me go into my weapons now that I've picked up a butt ton of them. Not to Pavardi. I want to go to my side. Inventory. Scrap. 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 93. 170. Yeah, we're going to keep the one I have. Why is mine so much better, though? Modifications is magazine. Yeah, get rid of this one. Stuff in the junk section. 320, 320. What's the one that Pavardi has? 320, so get rid of them. So, I can't just... Probably shouldn't put this junk. If I want to break these down, it'd be easier just to do it that way. These guys here we sell. Yeah, I gotta keep repairing them all. So I like this pistol. I also like everything I have here. So if I were to try to tinker with you, it makes that... So this just costs money to tinker. Oh, I've also got these guys I gotta try to break down too, right? Line. Lockpick and hack. So these are always the same one, right? Armor and gadget skill. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Yeah, these are always the same. Lockpick 5, 5, 5, 5. Yeah, I'll find them better. I probably shouldn't start modding like level 1 guns, right? This kind of reminds me of the way that the Serenity looks from Firefly.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
Well, I have the power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Hold on, the room I was just in. It really does. I need more of that. Firefly feels. It's up top though. Hold on, let's explore a little bit of my ship. Technically it's not stealing, it's my ship. I also could probably offload all this food into these places if I really wanted to, like, roleplay it a bit. Sealed. I guess these are the quarters, so I could have up to 5, 6 people in here. 7. Okay. This was also, what's his name ship? The guy that I landed on. Hawthorne? Installed the Goram regulator. Got my very own ship. Ticket to anywhere. Skirt. Let's go, Ada. Tell me what's next. I don't know. I've installed the power regulator.
Within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's go. I like how rickety it looks. Nice. The unreliable takes flight against all odds.
Communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
There you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I'm sure it's normal. I've been feeling lighted. Also, I could slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
Notice that
What
that
you
ability
saw
also kicks in when an
Emerald Vale
explosion
is happening
happens.
all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Nav key.
Strictly speaking,
Nav key.
Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless.
Oh,
You'll
nice.
love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Okay. Yeah,
Gladys
the black
and I
market.
have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okay.
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge
The
of
reluctant
oblivion
hero is
together.
the role that I'm playing, I guess.
None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place. And we can start by reviving the Hope. Excellent. I'll send
Does
her a
anybody know
wireless.
when
Let
Elder
her know you're
Scrolls
coming.
6 comes out?
By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I will most certainly go get that.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board.
After
They'll try to win
Starfield?
you over
Okay.
with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie.
I know there was
The
that
board's only interested
teaser
in filling
for
their
it.
own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
I know there was a teaser for it from the Video Game Awards. So mine was the one that was off to its own, you said, right? This one? Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. Oh, God. Really? Holographic shaft projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Okay. Message for Alex Hawthorne. Unread messages from Udom, Wingman's Wingman, Bedford. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity, Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your spacer buddies. Hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Return to root. Archived messages. Can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. Bye. Bye. I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms networks for tasty little tidbits. I noticed you declined to clock out at Edgewater's landing pad, instead touched down on the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only prayed that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful. Oh, about that. Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard a guess it may be maybe at a bar, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent, sincere messages of one's friends. He's not going to respond. See you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How could it have happened a second time? Terminals these days. I think maybe there's more to it than that. Dreadfully unreliable. Aha, just like your ship. Hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed, you know, about the Wells fellow. So sorry to press, but I have the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it'd be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Oh, that kind of thing. When we met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat finger is embarrassing me once again. I hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me. Tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You really are quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. So it went this order. This one, then this one. And it's your best friend. Okay, so next I gotta read from the bottom up. Send messages. 1. Look, there's no call for shouting. My terminal was busted, had a few too many, and I might have knocked it off my desk. You know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose. I'm telling you, well, is this a layoff? Buy me a drink at the last hope next time I'm in, and I might forgive you. Oh. Captain's note, shrink ray. Oh. Note to self, remember this later, no better, Ada. Remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. I mean, continually, no Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you ask me that? I saw in actuality with my own 2 eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells's lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away, forget about it, maybe, or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely, called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create a thing by the achievements of the other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push boundaries of the mind and science's cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells's shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more than rumors. Last time I got sloshed, I mean, I was imbibing at the last hope on the Groundbreaker. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on 2 Martens yammering about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us had heard that one before, but here's the good part. The Martens said that the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. Strange weapon with a special power created by a late crazy lab coat. Fits the bill. Could be another one of those weapons that inspired Wells. Black market leads. Why won't Wells just give it the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did not apologize, or I did apologize for shouting at him 5 times, but the architect be damned, it's just sitting there neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready, and yet and even if it were, he couldn't trust to someone like me. What does that mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough, that I'd use it to wipe out the good, hardworking folk of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or he thinks he's misplaced it. Meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to others of these science weapons through Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check black market merchants on the groundbreaker. Okay. So this guy had like an obsession with... Well, actually now I got some extra missions just from reading that, didn't I? Also, like, that told me, like, hey, that colony of people really wanted to, like, break free from tyranny and being imprisoned. But you saw to it to tell them to never dream again. Not imprisoned, but ooh. So wait a minute. What are my side quests? We do those first. Vicar Max. Chest to save stuff in. I saw that. So Vicar Max. He was more of a melee person, wasn't he? Give you the hammer. Hammer and shotgun. And you also have this. Let them go to Max. But basically, whenever I get a, yeah, threat generated, apply. When I get a new person, because I've leveled up Parvati once, I also get to level up Vicar once, okay. Side quest, weapons from the void. Botched? Oh. So I need to go to Orbital Lab. Right? Let's go.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Yes, GG's. Go next.
Welcome back, Captain. How? Certainly, Cap. What would you like to hear?
Oh.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply. I
Animates
have
back.
lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing
Unlimited
an adequate
minutes.
power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
Aww.
Do you know what it feels like when the ship undergoes an unexpected power surge? A jolt to the system. I have felt that. I do feel that. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be?
Something else?
What part of the colony would you like to discuss? Ah, yes. As Dr. Wells is a wanted outlaw, he built his laboratory into an asteroid. Orbital destinations can be challenging to land on. His more so than most.
Alright, so let's go get that gun. So up to 2 people to accompany me? Yeah, let's go. Continue. Is it always up to 2?
Hello? Can you hear me? Does this work? Oh, damn it, blast, that's loud. I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor. Oh, thank the Lord.
Oh, this guy.
Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home.
My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined beyond repair. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not at all my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and
So that entire ship is gone now, right?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite...
Okay.
Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids.
My beans and my coffee. Yeah, you're gonna need to stock up on toilet paper.
Let's talk.
No, let's not talk. I'm just gonna take your weapon. Science weapons. They're unique weapons that have strange and powerful effects. Science weapon damage and the strength of their effect both increases your science skill is increased.
Aha! I see you found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray. Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
I think I will as soon as I loot your stuff. There's nothing to loot. There's some loot. Password required. Bypass it. To Blythe. I worked it out. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate, Dirtside, Terra 2 near Edgewater. They have a stake in my purpose, but trust in them only about 23.7%. They're recovering a ship. Should be along any time. Just need to know where to send them. Let me know when you get this. Eager to be done. To Blythe. So they're talking about me there.
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Yeah, I read what you were saying about me. Bubbles. I could talk to Bubbles. Secure body in the SK system. I'm just gonna loot all these posters, I guess? Oh, hello. Alright, so I have the gun. Wired poster. Can I put poster in my room? Does it give you that option to do stuff?
My ocular inputs in the captain's quarters.
I mean, what's the miscellaneous stuff? Where's where are the posters? Or all this stuff, because I'm okay with the weapons I have. And these armors. Junk I'm gonna sell off.
So you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Companions rooms, okay. So I can't go in those rooms, can I? Oh no, I can't. Who the hell is Sam? Modern steel wrench and you? So this is Pavardi's room. I'm going to leave Pavardi's room alone. This is for you. So how does one do stuff with these posters? Or do they just show up? They just showed up. Okay. They auto-equip in the rooms. Okay. Huh. That's the one I found over there. So yeah, there's quite a bit of collecting to go on, but who the hell is Sam? There's no response from the automechanical unit. Okay. So I do have a robot on the ship. Chinese checkers, it looks like. Alright, let's go to the other spot. To the Groundbreaker. Although, what's this? So I could travel to Monarch or no? Dangerous. Yeah, I don't want to go there. Let's go to the Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
That's a quick load.
Can we talk?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. I abso-surely can. I'm a passing fair mechanic.
Abso-surely.
Even Mr. Thompson would have said it's my only skill.
Skill.
But I'm used to working on cannery lines, AG loaders and the like.
Yeah.
There's tricks about ships I ain't learned yet. All I'm looking for is a few pointers. I bet a lady who runs a whole station has forgot more than I ever learned.
Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
I didn't want to talk about anything. You're the one who pulled me over. So I got those two. Yeah, so those two are coming with me. The Groundbreaker.
Just checking your... Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
There should be a way for you to holster your weapons.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little backbait brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the groundbreak.
Now's not a good time. I'm dealing with a problem here.
I can see that.
So, go space yourself. Problem solved.
You must really want a truncheon through your teeth. Do what you want. I'm done here.
Okay.
Whatever you heard, it's all true. I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Yes. Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
As a matter of fact, it is.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
Never caught your name. I'm Billy Longbottom.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss.
All right. I like that. Boss.
Going for a
Boss.
stroll around the docking base?
Oop, lootable. See me do this. No. God damn it. Steve door? The hell's a Steve door?
Easy does it.
See me take this. We're good. Well, that's Phineas, the dude who
Quite the impressive list of infractions.
I just went to. McDread. Captain Gunnar McRed, not McDread. For several counts of public intoxication, destruction of groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest, contact Commandant Santina if you have any information concerning McRed's whereabouts. Failure to report a tip may result in imprisonment and a fine. Proof of kill required to collect reward. So I gotta chop off his finger. That's how things work here, right?
Right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record,
Why?
you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Excuse me?
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker.
That's who we want to talk to
His
anyway.
office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium
Gladys.
commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded. Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Of course.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Of course.
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Sam's in my ship.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side.
Okay.
I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right. You need anything else? Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed.
There we go.
Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Jun Lei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
There's a lot of
I'd
stuff
love
to
to get a
do
look
here.
at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Those inners
Well,
are
thank you,
twisty and
miss.
weird.
It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. It seems like every year the Board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Gotcha.
Glad to help.
Okay. That's all I need to know right now. Let's, what about this Udon
friendly
person?
enough unless you speak ill of the Board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the Board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like.
Basically, it's
That
mutual
terrifies
respect for each other. But like in the bad way, they respect the other's ability to cause chaos for themselves.
There's no working with the Board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do
This is
that.
a lot of lore.
Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun
Welcome
you.
back, Frank.
But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
So basically, when I go talk to this guy about my ship, I can't insult the board. What's my actual mission here? Companion quests. This one first.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Trying not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types.
I did not expect it to look like this on the inside.
Can we
Lost
talk?
hope. Why do you want to talk, Vicar?
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator.
For your book?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher's scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. The only one I'm aware of.
If one person speaks French.
I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it. A thousand pardons, my good captain. I thought we were engaging in witty repartee.
Or you did.
As far as tracking down this scholar, fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal.
Okay.
Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
I will say this. This guy's voice, his audio lines and his mouth movements kind of line up. It was the other person that didn't line up at all.
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
It's quite the talk. All right, let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Let's look for Mr. French speaker. But there's also something about the lost hope. Oh, no, that was what the guy said. If you ever go in, he's partial to... What?
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. Sometimes I forget.
What?
I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. Oh, I'm having a stellar day, and not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable.
That would be the worst job ever.
I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean.
You don't want to be a part of this.
Aim for the moon. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprat Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like them on all of Groundbreaker, or anywhere in the Halcyon Colony. Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse Mix. That's 2 handfuls of pep pills washed down with a hearty swig of 2-hour energy brew. The blast will send you through the stratosphere, and the crash will knock you out cold.
That sounds like a fun time, said not me ever. Alright, what are you selling?
Have a look.
28% discount? That's fantastic. I don't need this. I have 78 of these, I think. No, I don't even know how many of. Buying it. Can you go into third person in this game or no?
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Bratwurst vendor. Oh man. So it's just for that part right there. Alright, put that back.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend
Is this for? This is for lockpick?
all day and
Junlei
Let's
Tennyson.
talk.
I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship.
Oh.
The Martets, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Ain't that always the way? So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Just passing through. We're bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
We did this with the other person too.
That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Oh.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Awkward.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now,
Reminds me of
else,
what's her
there are
name
other parts of the
from
ship begging for
Firefly,
my attention.
the engineer from there. Seems warm in here.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts.
Here we
They're
go.
dumping superheated
Queue
air
up
into my
all the
ship.
side missions.
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow
Sounds
that.
about right.
The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board,
You can see
will
it
be
behind
cooked
her,
alive.
like it's all wavy.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Nice.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Ooh, just from talking. So ranged. Bounty to kill those. Yeah, I saw that down there. There was something to kill the guys down there. These. 2 left. How do I undo? I'll revert that one, okay. Yeah, McRed is down there. That's what that thing said. Ranged and dialogue. Get a perk point now. I think weapon armor durability loss would probably be the best one. Okay. So those are both in there. Locate a security terminal first.
This is house.
It's an elevator. Auntie's kitchen.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you.
Recent messages. I haven't seen him in days. Where are we on that toilet clog? If Chief Guying taught me anything, it's that a crew's morale is proportional to the quality of their outhouse. Take away the crew's plumbing, you take away their privacy and dignity, so let's get that toilet fixed. From this to you, even though it's been nigh on 20 years since our last meetup on the Groundbreaker. I was hoping we can get the old game back together. I understand that things have changed. Some of us are long-range haulers, and some of us have gone corporate, but some of us are likely dead. And some of us are on Tartarus and not reading their messages. No one responded to the last invite. Hope that meet your schedules are full up with family and all that good stuff. So we just got off ice from a round trip to Dashkova. 2 years out, 2 years back. Imagine my surprise when we de-thawed on Groundbreaker comms, told us our docking was going to be delayed. 1 hour turned to 5, then days went by, and in the end, we spent the entire goddamn week waiting for a berth on this law-fucked bulk bucket. And because we were kicking our heels at the same time, or at that time, one of us got paid. I don't know about you, but I got expensed to family I don't see off enough debt, wouldn't believe. And even if I'm not working, I still gotta make payments. Does that seem proper to you? Don't we have conveyors? Don't we conveyors have rights? This is no longer really? Am I at my clearance level? I'm admin, dude. Weird. Med bay. Bell shells. The Lost Hope. Rest and go. Okay, so I guess I got the experience for that stuff before.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Oh. So now I have the holographic shroud. How does one use said shroud? Do I just go in there? Here's what we do. Accept. Oh, it's automatic. Oh. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you're interrogated. Oh, okay. Yeah. Probably want to do the bounty first. That was sick bay. That one. Weird. What's up here? Where did this take me? Loots. That'll hurt. Oh, skilling. Yep, that's not. Mm-hmm. That is death. I'm glad I took this side route. Now I gotta go back and talk to that dude. Do 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 do.
Hey there.
Hey.
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic. Relative, they aren't rich, but they aren't likely to. All right. Most places are on the promenade deck. I got a preference
Tell me
for the
about the Lost Hope.
You need anything else? Be seeing you.
Doesn't give me the option to do the bounty. Phineas McRed. Behind him. Oh. Not this. Station, no one thinks you're real. Conditions aren't fit for cyst pigs. You want to expect me to share a berth with some junker flown by a freelancer. Auntie Cleo would give you such a withering glare if she saw how you treated your two-time. Oh. On our way. Ah, Commandant Santina.
Report or to inquire about the bounty posting.
Oh, I'm here to inquire about the bounty posting.
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though.
Me too.
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed.
Calm, okay.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what-fors of his location, he'll be in the board offices on the promenade. No doubt dreaming up new ways to be...
In my butt. You got it.
Glad to hear it. Anything else?
Reading games? Yeah, I dig it. I have to be in the... I have to be kind of in the mood for it. This game kind of like sets the tone, like it does its world building, it feels like, through everything here.
Do I look like your
other games where
friend?
I think it was
While I'm on post, I take my duties
Outer
real
Wilds,
serious.
there was a lot of
I would
reading,
have no qualms whatsoever
but the
escorting you to
gameplay
a
was
cell.
more about,
Understand?
like, you were in a time loop. So spending time reading things really wasn't like, I just wanted to figure stuff out before that 15 minutes kicked out, like counted down.
I'm not here
But,
for a chat.
depends.
Now get moving before I see you moved.
I'm getting out of here. Let's go get that bounty. That's the one. Yeah. I played Skyrim when it released for 1 week. In 1 week, I got about 40 hours in, and then I stopped because life happened.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for
I don't think I'm dyslexic, but I do have trouble sometimes reading the most easiest sentences that there are. That's why I speak it out loud. When I speak it as I read it, it's a little bit easier for me.
Were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Parlay with the king, eh? It's the captain. Well, let's reload. Make sure everything's all loaded up. We're good to go.
Making my way there.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill.
Yum, yum.
Yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
I'm finally at a spot where I cannot use my skills.
You stumbled into my court without an invitation, neighbor from above. If you don't have any business, then no one turns their back on me while incoming.
Ouch.
Attacking.
I'm so dead here. Was not prepared. Continue. Position to back base.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company? Here we go.
I forgot to reload it. Wrong gun. Hack them, silly. Okay, this is a little bit tougher. I'm gonna have to go in there with the pistol. Maybe I should put, what's her name out of that? I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to a bunch of it that the next day that we, like, you mentioned it. Oh, the shrink ray. Try the shrink ray. And then...
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company? Let's go!
Heal. Heal. Alright, mission accomplished. Opti goggles. Take everything they have.
Easy does it.
You get that automech pad? Fred wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
Just go around. That's all I had to do, was I had to just kill the dude, but I also needed to... Was it? Parts.
Fuck your birthday. What was that? Here we go! Look, you were destined to die!
Fair. Oh, right in front of me. Not nice. Okay, first off, we need to do this. Pavardi, get aggressive. Also, you need to be the ranged one. Does she not have... Not like this. Dude was not helpful at all. Mr. Max.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Oh, this is over here. Yeah, I gotta give them more stuff than just what they normally have, right? Maybe I shouldn't have just sold off all of the armor that I had acquired.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with the bottom line.
All right, I'm on my way.
I like how they don't get...
Here they come.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I like how they don't attack those guys, but then all of a sudden, boom, they do. Take everything. Box, Adreno. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars. At the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer, now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws, not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Suppose it could be worse. I heard a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down the waste treatment for stealing Lilia. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me, calls me Fungus Lad. We're just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. I ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. These are those weird mushrooms. The trip blade there. Asthma cutter. Okay. That's everything that I need to do here. Yoink. Yoink. Wait, I still have 50 kilos that I can carry.
Smells kind of like old
That's where I came from. This is where I want to go.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Yes. I most certainly can. Oh, I can imagine it for 70 years. Done, you're done. Okay, now we've explored it all and looted what we could. Don't piss that thing off, do I? We didn't go down here, though.
What the?
Don't worry about me, man. Don't worry about me.
Nice hit!
How did that thing come alive? I didn't want to wake that guy up, but he falls funny. I guess there's still a fight happening, because Max is down for the count. Am I just supposed to...
Everyone all right?
Oops. Like, why did that become a thing? Like, why? Why couldn't I just not kill her? Or them? Well. Oh well.
Wow.
A lot of stuff. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that sucks, because now I'll never ever know what that was about. I need a 7 armor rating. Well, the armor that you have is better than this. Armor 10? They've already got better armor than I can give them. Oh no, hold on. This one. Armor 14 for you. I'm going to give you the good armor. Yeah. Mr. Max. Yeah. Oh well, there's that plot line that'll never go through. I mean, I could. Let's see if this is going to stop me from... Nope, it's after I kill her. Let's go to this one. Save scum. But let's redo this. Oh, I don't have that armor. Awesome.
Junlei's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Going back to here. There's got to be a way to not have this engage, right? I want to see something here. Hold on. Good up, guys. I did the thing. Now we come down here and be quiet.
Here we go!
Nice hit!
Here we go!
Sorry, I can't.
I'm going! Here we go!
Don't shoot! I'm with Junlei.
Good.
What do you think you're doing? Nice doing business with you.
Oh, because now I can't loot this place. I got you.
Haven't seen any new faces down here.
Red's dead, baby.
That's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam. I'll get back to my post.
There you go.
See you topside, stranger.
Now that you leave, then I loot. Let her leave. You gone? Good.
You'll have to show me how to do that.
I think I would want the ordnance armor now that I'm thinking about it. Let's boost my hack. It's basically hack and lockpick were the two things that I was using the most. Yeah, but Max, you get to wear the dunce cap. Body, you get to wear the goggles. That's everything, right? Yeah. So I have his finger. Now we just get out of here.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
Yeah, I think when I went to go shoot the other dude, I might have hit her thinking she was one of the marauders or whatever they are. I need to go this away. No, this away.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for...
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me
So I get
impressed.
her radiator piece.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Okay.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Genuinely heartened. But also sounds kind of cold. I want to return this journal. Not this journal, this bounty. And then probably just call it for the night. Ad drone?
C&P Borstwurst. It's not C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Chicken and pies?
Can be macro
You're not going anywhere, you hear?
I had a
Derp-a-derp.
question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan.
Take that off of him. I can't take him seriously with whatever he's saying. How do I take it off? Can I not take it off? Well, he's stuck with that now, huh?
By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
How goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardet's backs, the
Mardet's got yours.
Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
What's a
We're the
Mardet?
security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Okay. Alright, so now the next... The companion quests. That one's gonna be no. Yeah, so... Yeah, on Thursday, because today's Tuesday already. Jeez, man. Thursday we'll come back and we'll take care of this stuff. But yeah, save game. Go to main menu. That'll do it for me tonight. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. I'm really liking this game. Maybe it's going to start my arc of playing just nothing but long RPG type games, which would be kind of fun. Go from this. What other ones did I have? I think Sari was talking about Breath Edge. I don't think that's an RPG, but you know, we'll figure it out. Like I said, I'll be back Tuesday around 7 p.m. or so. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your night, and see you then. Don't forget to drop a like, hit the sub button if you haven't already, and ring the bell for all the notifications and whatnot. Yeah, have a good one. Bye.